Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're diving deep into money blocks. You know, those like invisible barriers that keep us from reaching our full financial potential?
Yeah,
We're going to explore how to break free from those
right.
and rewire for abundance using insights from David Bayer.
Okay.
He's a successful entrepreneur who totally transformed his financial life.
Cool.
And in his YouTube video, Breaking Free from Money Blocks, Rewire Your Brain for Riches, he lays out some pretty powerful principles.
I've seen that one.
And we're going to unpack those for you today
Sounds good.
and hopefully bring you some of those like fascinating aha moments and give you some takeaways you can actually use.
And it's more than just positive thinking.
Exactly.
This is like the actual mechanics of how abundance works.
Yeah, that's a great point.
You know what I mean?
Bayer starts off with this idea that might sound a little out there at first.
Okay.
Money is energy.
Interesting.
It's a currency, a flowing force.
Makes sense when you think about it.
Right.
Everything is energy constantly in motion. And money, well, the word currency implies a flow, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It's like an electrical current, right?
Yeah.
Moving and seeking expansion.
Yeah.
And you've probably heard that term prosperity frequency.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, this deep dive is about exploring how to tap into that frequency, how to align ourselves with that flow of abundance,
I like that.
align ourselves with that flow.
I like that a lot.
Now, what's fascinating is that Bayer links this flow of money directly to desire.
Okay.
He argues that money flows toward a burning desire, a vision that truly excites you.
So it's not about wanting money just to like escape scarcity.
Right.
It's about wanting it to fuel something bigger.
Yes.
Something that brings you joy and allows you to expand.
Exactly.
So like what's that exciting vision you have that money could help bring to life?
What lights you up?
Yeah, think about that for a second.
Yeah, really think about that.
What's that big vision?
Take a moment to consider that.
Because that's like the starting point.
Right.
It's like setting the coordinates on your financial GPS, you know?
I love that analogy.
But here's the thing. We often have these like invisible barriers, these money blocks
Yeah.
that prevent us from reaching our destination.
Money blocks those limiting beliefs about money that we've often picked up from childhood experiences
Right.
or the messages we absorbed about money growing up.
For sure.
So think back to when you were growing up.
Yeah.
What was the prevailing narrative around money in your household?
Interesting.
Was it seen as scarce? Something to be stressed about, something that only certain types of people had.
Right.
Complete the sentence, when I was growing up, money was.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's amazing how much those early experiences shape our subconscious beliefs about money,
Absolutely.
whether we realize it or not.
Totally.
Yeah.
And these beliefs, whether we're conscious of them or not, can create what Bayer calls the psycho-cybernetic loop.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
Break this loop down for us.
Okay, so it's a cycle that starts with a belief. Let's say, for example, you believe that money is hard to make. That belief influences your thoughts.
Yep.
You might think things like, I'll never get ahead, or it's impossible to get a raise.
Right.
These thoughts, in turn, trigger emotions, feelings of stress, anxiety, even despair.
And when you're feeling that way, are you going to be motivated to go after new opportunities or negotiate for what you're worth?
Probably not.
Right.
No, you're going to be stuck.
You're going to feel stuck.
Exactly. So you end up taking actions or inactions that are consistent with your belief.
Interesting.
You might stay in a dead-end job, avoid investing, or sabotage yourself in subtle ways.
Wow.
And what happens, the results you get reinforce the original belief,
Right.
solidifying that idea that money is hard to make. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy.
It's a vicious cycle.
It is a vicious cycle.
So how do we break free from this loop, from these limiting beliefs that are holding us back from experiencing true financial abundance?
Well, Bayer lays out a powerful 3-step framework. First, you need that strong desire, that vision we talked about earlier.
Right.
Like compelling reason why you want to attract more abundance into your life.
Got it. Step 1. A vision so exciting it needs money to make it a reality.
That's it.
Okay, what's next?
Next comes transformation.
Okay.
This is where you actively identify and challenge those limiting money beliefs.
Okay.
So like, what are those old stories you're telling yourself about money?
Right.
Are they really true?
Yeah.
Do they serve you? Or are they just outdated programs running in the background?
Like old software that needs an upgrade.
Exactly. And to help with this rewiring process, Bayer introduces a tool called the decision matrix.
Now we're talking practical application. Tell us more about this decision matrix. How does it work?
So it's all about consciously choosing new, empowering beliefs to replace those old limiting ones.
Got it.
Let's say, for example, you're stuck on that belief that money is hard to make.
Mm-hmm.
Using the decision matrix, you'd actively search for evidence that contradicts this belief.
Yeah.
So have you ever received an unexpected windfall?
Oh, yeah.
Or landed a job with a higher salary than you anticipated?
That's a good one.
Maybe you've effortlessly manifested small amounts of money in the past.
Interesting.
Write those experiences down.
Okay.
The more evidence you gather, the more you'll start to chip away at that old belief and pave the way for a new, more empowering one.
So it's like retraining your brain to see abundance instead of scarcity.
Yeah.
You're literally rewriting the script.
You got it.
But we've got one more piece of this framework, right?
Right. The third step is crucial. It's about releasing the fear of lack.
Okay.
This is that deep-seated fear that there's not enough to go around, that we'll never have enough. It's that primal scarcity mindset that keeps so many of us stuck.
Yeah, even when we logically know we have enough, there's this nagging worry that it could all disappear.
I know exactly what you mean.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do we overcome this fear?
Well, Bayer's antidote is simple yet profound. He suggests affirming, I have always had enough. I have enough now, and I will always have enough.
Wow, that's powerful.
Right.
It shifts the entire narrative.
It really does.
But does this stuff really work in the real world? Well, to illustrate how powerful this mindset shift can be, Bayer shares his own personal story.
Okay. I'm interested.
So he set a goal to make an additional $60,000 from a source outside of his business.
$60,000.
And here's the key. He didn't know how it would happen. He just decided it would.
He put his money where his mindset was.
Right. That takes some serious faith.
For sure.
And this is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
The how often reveals itself in unexpected ways when you're aligned with abundance.
You really think so?
So tell us, how did he manifest 60 grand? Did he win the lottery?
Not quite.
Okay.
It involved a seemingly chance lunch meeting,
Okay.
a conversation about his recovery journey, and a business opportunity that came out of left field.
Hold on. He manifested 60 grand from a lunch conversation?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I need to hear more about this. But the takeaway here is that he wasn't driven by fear or scarcity,
Right.
but by a desire to expand his impact.
Yeah.
It wasn't about clinging to what he had. It was about being open to receiving more.
I love that.
And that's what attracted the opportunity.
It's about aligning your energy with the frequency of abundance.
Yeah.
And this brings us to a really reassuring message from Bayer. Transformation isn't about becoming a better person.
You don't have to overhaul your personality or become a money-obsessed hustler.
Exactly. It's about aligning your energy and beliefs with the natural flow of abundance. It's about allowing your true potential to unfold.
That's beautiful.
And that leads us to a question for you to ponder.
Okay.
If you could create something that provides $1 billion worth of value to the world, what would it be?
Wow, what a question.
We'll be right back to explore this idea further after a short break.
Welcome back. We left you with quite a question. What could you create that would bring $1 billion worth of value to the world?
It really is a powerful question. It is. It kind of shifts our focus from acquiring wealth to creating value.
Totally.
Bayer uses the example of billionaires, and how their wealth often stems from creating something that serves like a massive need or solves a significant problem.
It's so easy to get caught up in the lifestyle, the private jets, the mansions.
Oh, I know.
But Bayer's reminding us to look deeper,
Right?
to see the underlying value that was created.
Yeah.
Think of Jeff Bezos and Amazon, revolutionizing e-commerce, making products accessible to millions.
Totally.
Or Elon Musk and Tesla, pushing the boundaries of electric vehicles and sustainable energy.
Yeah. They all saw a problem and they fixed it.
Exactly.
And they made a lot of money in the process.
These individuals had a burning desire to create something that made a difference. And that's what attracted the massive flow of abundance into their lives.
Makes sense.
Their wealth is a byproduct of the value they created.
So it's not about accumulating money for the sake of having money.
Right.
It's about contributing something meaningful to the world.
Exactly.
So how do we start to embody this abundance mindset and attract greater financial prosperity into our own lives?
It all starts with awareness.
Okay.
Identifying those limiting beliefs that are holding us back.
Like, what are those beliefs that are in the way?
Remember that exercise we mentioned earlier, completing the sentence, when I was growing up, money was.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's a great starting point for uncovering those subconscious blocks.
So once you've like pinpointed those beliefs,
Hmm.
it's time to challenge them.
Yeah, how do we challenge them?
Ask yourself, are they really true?
Okay.
Do they serve me?
Good question.
Or are they just old stories that no longer have a place in my life?
It's like decluttering your mental attic.
Oh, I like that.
Getting rid of those dusty old beliefs,
Yeah.
taking up space,
Uh-huh.
and blocking the flow of fresh energy.
I like that analogy a lot.
And that's where Bayer's decision matrix comes in. It's not just about wishing those limiting beliefs away.
Nope.
It's about actively rewiring your thinking.
So let's say you're stuck on that belief. Money is hard to make.
Okay.
The decision matrix encourages you to actively seek out evidence that contradicts that belief.
Mm-hmm.
It's about creating a new narrative
Okay.
based on real-life experiences.
So walk us through this.
Okay.
How do we use the decision matrix in a practical way?
Start by listing out times when money has come to you easily or effortlessly.
Like what?
Maybe you received an unexpected gift,
Oh, yeah.
won a small prize,
Okay.
or found money on the ground.
Right.
Or perhaps you landed a job that paid more than you expected.
Yeah.
These are all examples that contradict the belief that money is hard to make.
It's about training your brain to see abundance instead of scarcity.
Yes.
Like flexing a muscle.
Uh-huh.
The more you use it, the stronger it gets.
And as you gather more and more evidence that supports your new belief, the old belief naturally begins to dissolve.
It's not about denying the challenges you might have faced in the past.
Right.
It's about choosing to focus on a different story.
Yeah.
A story that empowers you.
So it's about rewriting the script, literally creating new neural pathways in our brains.
But this transformation isn't just happening in our heads, right?
It's not just in our heads.
It impacts our emotions,
Totally.
our actions as well.
Absolutely. Remember the psycho-cybernetic loop.
Oh, yeah.
When you shift your beliefs,
Uh-huh.
your thoughts change,
Right.
and as a result, your emotions follow suit.
Instead of feeling stressed and anxious about money,
Yeah,
you start to feel more confident, optimistic,
for sure.
and even excited about your financial future.
It's like upgrading your operating system.
Everything runs smoother and faster.
And those positive emotions then fuel positive actions.
So you'll be more likely to take calculated risks,
Yeah.
pursue new opportunities,
Hmm.
ask for what you're worth without hesitation.
Because you're no longer operating from a place of fear or scarcity,
Yeah.
but from a place of abundance and possibility.
Precisely. And this brings us to that crucial final step in Bayer's framework,
Okay.
releasing the fear of lack.
This is about dismantling that deep-seated belief that there's not enough to go around.
It's about recognizing that abundance is our natural state.
We've always had enough,
We've always been taken care of.
even when we didn't realize it.
It's about having faith
Yeah.
that the universe is abundant
Yeah.
and that we're always supported.
Exactly. And when you release that fear of lack, you open yourself up to receiving even more abundance than you ever thought possible.
It's like taking your foot off the brake
Oh, yeah.
and allowing the universe to propel you forward.
It's about trusting that you're on the right path
Mm-hmm.
and that everything is working out for your highest good.
And that leads us to an important point. This journey of transformation isn't always easy.
It's not a cakewalk.
It takes courage, commitment,
Mm-hmm.
a willingness to step outside of your comfort zone.
There will be times when those old beliefs resurface,
Right.
when doubts creep in.
But that's okay.
It's part of the process.
It's all part of the journey.
The key is to keep moving forward.
Right.
Keep practicing those tools and techniques.
Right.
And keep reminding yourself of the abundant reality you're creating.
And remember, you don't have to do it alone.
You've got this.
Surround yourself with people who support your vision,
Yeah.
who inspire you to grow,
Uh-huh.
and who celebrate your wins, big or small.
Community is so crucial on this journey.
I agree.
It's like having a team of cheerleaders on the
I'm
sidelines.
totally cheering you on every
Hey.
step of the way.
And that's what we're here for.
We are.
We're your guides on this deep dive, providing you with insights and inspiration to help you create the financial reality you desire.
But before we move on to our final thoughts,
Okay.
let's take a moment to reflect.
I like that.
What's one belief about money that you can start shifting today?
That's a good question.
What's one action you could take to align yourself with greater abundance? Welcome back. We've been exploring some pretty powerful concepts,
Yeah, for sure.
from understanding money as energy
Uh-huh.
to rewiring those limiting beliefs. It's all about shifting our mindset
Right.
to align with the flow of abundance.
Totally.
What really stood out for me was that final step,
Okay.
Releasing the fear of lack.
Yeah. That's where the real transformation happens, you know?
Right.
When we can finally let go of that fear,
Mm-hmm.
we open ourselves up to like a whole new world of possibility.
It's like giving ourselves permission to receive all the good that's waiting for us.
It is. It's like we forget that abundance is our natural state.
It's easy to get caught up in those old stories, those limiting beliefs that we've been carrying around for years.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe even
Like
decades.
sometimes our whole lives.
We forget that abundance is our natural state.
Bayer reminds us that we've always had enough.
We have.
We've always been taken care of.
Really?
Even when we didn't realize it.
Like looking back on our lives
Yeah.
and seeing that invisible hand of support
Uh-huh.
guiding us through challenges.
Providing for our needs even when we didn't realize it.
Exactly.
And that realization is so empowering.
Oh, yeah.
It allows us to step into the present moment with a sense of gratitude
For sure.
and trust,
Yeah.
knowing that we're supported,
Yeah.
that everything is working out for our highest good.
It's about surrendering to that flow of abundance,
Yeah.
trusting that the universe has our back.
I love that. And when we release that fear, that's when the magic really starts to happen.
It'll start falling into place.
We become more attuned to opportunities.
Yeah.
We attract the right people into our lives.
For sure.
And we begin to see possibilities
Yeah.
where we once saw limitations.
It's like you switch on a magnet for abundance.
I like that. And the best part is this transformation
Yeah.
isn't about becoming someone we're not.
No, it's not a personality makeover.
Right. It's about uncovering our true potential,
Yeah.
aligning with our authentic selves,
Uh-huh.
allowing our natural brilliance to shine through,
You said it.
remembering who we truly are.
Powerful creators capable of manifesting our wildest dreams.
And this deep dive has been all about empowering you to step into that power,
That's right.
to create the life you desire.
So as we wrap up, let's recap those key takeaways to remember on your journey to financial abundance.
Okay, so first remember that money is energy.
It's a flowing force.
It responds to your thoughts, beliefs, and actions.
Second, identify and challenge those limiting beliefs that are blocking your flow of abundance.
Mm-hmm.
Use the tools we discussed, like
Mhm.
the decision matrix, to actively rewire your thinking.
Third, cultivate a burning desire for something that excites you,
Right.
something that money can help you create. Money's a tool,
Uh-huh.
a resource
Yeah.
to help you bring your vision to life.
And finally, release the fear of lack
Trust that you're always supported.
and that you have everything you need to succeed.
I love that.
As you embody these principles,
Yeah.
you'll find yourself attracting more opportunities, experiencing greater financial freedom, and living a life that is truly aligned with your purpose.
That's the goal.
It's been incredible exploring these concepts with you.
It has. We hope this deep dive has sparked a fire within you,
Yeah.
igniting a passion
Uh-huh.
for creating a life of abundance and prosperity.
Keep diving deep
Keep expanding your awareness.
and keep believing in the power of your own potential.
Until next time, may abundance flow into your life in every way.
See you later.